This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 12:4. Give to the godly man and help not a sinner. Kahalo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekahak Radash, Shalom, and salutations and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who I continue to learn this 100% true from. Shalom to the elder bishops out of Connecticut, who I also continue to learn this 100% true from. Shalom to the elders and the prophets, the teachers and evangelists of Great Millstone as well, who I also learn from. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatham to you all, the water for your sacrifices. Shalom also to the speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim and Akwaf, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. Back again with another video, praying that you be edified with it. And this one is there is satisfaction in giving. And giving could be in a lot of different ways. And one of them that I am thinking of is doing this work. When I say sacrificing your time, or sacrificing your time to do these lessons, that is an act of giving. That is an act of love. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to pull out some scriptures that I wanted to get out with the act of giving. It's also a way of working when you're giving. You know what I mean? You're giving the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's see something here. Let's get the word. Let's get the understanding of giving. Deuteronomy 21:17. And let's pull it up. We'll see what giving is.
Strong's H5414. Nathan,
giving, Nathan, in Paleo Hebrew, to give, put, set, to bestow, grant, permit, ascribe, employ, devote, consecrate, dedicate, pay wages, entrust, give over, deliver up, yield, produce, report, mention, utter, stretch out, to set up, to put upon, appoint, assign, designate, to be set, to put, be made, be afflicted, be delivered up. So all of these different all of these different meanings for the word giving has a lot of different meanings, and it's twofold, because you can give wicked information to the people, or you can give this 100% truth. You know what I mean? So with that, let's get some scriptures real quick. I don't have long. I got to bust a move. But I wanted to, just hit me, so I just wanted to talk about it. This is 2 Corinthians 2:8, and it reads, how that in a great trial of affliction, the abundance of their joy in their deep poverty abounded unto their riches of their liberty. For to their power I bear record, yea, and beyond their power they were willing of themselves. They were giving. Right? Go to verse 9. Chapter 9, verse 7. And it reads in the NLT. You must each decide in your heart, in your mind, how much to give, and don't give reluctantly, or in response to pressure. For the Most High loves a person who gives cheerfully. That's what I wanted to kind of touch on. Cheerfully is that grateful when I give. Even if it's giving to other people, just very grateful and cheerful that I'm able to give, and makes me feel good to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the Apocrypha, Tobit 4:7, and it reads, "Give alms to thy substance, and when thou givest alms, let not thy eye be envious, neither turn thy face from any poor. And the face of the Most High shall not be turned away from thee." And I can definitely speak a testimony to that, because, I don't think twice about giving to the poor or the stranger that I, in my spirit feel that's in need. Now, I read you Sirach 12:4 earlier as about giving not to the sinner. So, sometimes through the spirit you can discern on, what kind of person by their spirit, you know what I mean? Judge the spirit try the spirit by the spirit, roughly paraphrase it. But I don't think twice if that's what I'm going to do. And the Most High, my testimony, definitely, He takes care of me and my family, man. And, that gives me a love, but also fear of the Most High, knowing that, even if it's not about me giving, that, you know what I mean? Every day I wake up is to aim to please Him and His Son to the best of my ability, following these laws, statutes, and commandments, because that's love, is to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, being obedient to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's showing love. And like I said, I didn't want to make this long. I just wanted to hit a couple scriptures real quick. Sirach 29. And I'm going to start at 11. And it reads, "Lay up thy treasure according to the commandments of the Most High, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold." and the elder apostles on down always speaks about that. They always tell you about setting up your spiritual bank account in heaven, and it's in the scriptures, because it's definitely going to be way more than anything that you can imagine or dream of. Sirach 29:20. And it got to be in the spirit for you to do these things too, because some people, and some congregations or some organizations, they make tax-free money, and they don't choose to help anyone other than themselves in their pockets. We know a lot of cats like that, right? Sirach 29:20. "Help thy neighbor according to thy power, and beware that thou thyself fall not into the same." Yes, like I said, it doesn't matter who the person is. If the spirit is on me to help that person, if I got it like that, I feel grateful and thankful, and I praise the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that I could do that. You know what I mean? Praying that, I see what the situation is, referencing that, I pray that, I never have to be put in a position like that again. You know what I mean? Let me keep it rolling. Matthew 6:1. Shahawashai, and it reads, listen up. "Take heed that ye do not your alms before men, to be seen of them. Otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven." So don't use it. Don't try to do charity work and you want to put it on the internet like, yo, see, check me out. Look what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is not going to bless you for something like that, because it's vain. It's not true. So I jumped down to verse 20, and it says, Yahweh Shai also, he says, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So if your mind is concentrating on getting the hell out of here and doing to the best of your ability the Lord's statutes and commandments, then that's where your mind is going to be, and Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to bless you. Let me see. Acts 4:35, and it reads, and laid them down at the apostles' feet, and distribution was made unto every man according as he had need. So this is a blessing also when you pay your tithes to the elder apostles on down, and Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he blesses you because he also blesses the elder apostles to help. I've heard plenty of stories of the elder apostles helping many men, in and out of the congregation if the Spirit is on them to do so. I've literally seen them do it with my own eyes, help men, whether they're in the camps or not. You know what I mean? So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatham to those men for what they do, But again, man, it has to be in your spirit to do it. I'm not going to even BS you, And I could say when I wasn't in this truth that I get it from my mom, but my mom get it from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, who put it in me. What does Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai say? I knew thee before I formed you in the belly. Roughly paraphrasing, Acts 10:4. And when he looked on him, he was afraid and said, What is it, Lord? And he said unto him, Thy prayers and thine alms are come up for a memorial before the Most High. So the Most High, again, sees all things, including what you're doing. And if you're doing the right things, man, yes, you're supposed to have a fear for the Most High, but not in the sense of if you're doing what you're supposed to do, that he's going to, not do you right. Especially if you know the names and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. The Most High will bless you. Now, there's definitely no guarantee of anything that I say, but let the Most High do what he does. You know what I mean? And again, roughly paraphrasing, when has he ever refused someone who was doing the right things and call upon his name? Last scripture I got right here, this is Acts 20:35, and it reads, I have showed you all things, how that so laboring ye ought to support the weak, and to remember the words of Yahweh, Salaki, and to remember the words of the Lord Yahweh Shai, how he said, it is more blessed to give than to receive. And that is very true. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that because that was just on my spirit to mention. That's something that, not that I try to go around broadcasting because it's not like that. Again, it has to be in your spirit to want to be like that, to help others, I will rock to say you're edified with that lesson. I'm going to say, Kol Halo Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahak Radash, Shalom again, and salutations and double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, where I continue to learn this 100% truth from, and Shalom to the elect. Shalom.